Good evening. We're actually live. Okay, it's 7 p.m. Monday night. I made a special time. I usually do these on Saturdays during the summer with all the different activities. I'm busy. Uh, so I'll probably back in the fall push more to Saturday evenings. But I'm Chris Gargiulo of Real Estate with Mr. G. It's both a blog, Real Estate with Mr. G blog, and I also do my weekly podcast, and we discuss current events within the real estate market, also what's going on with mortgages, depending on the topic that we're doing the evening that we're discussing. And I am also a licensed referral specialist. I have a broker's license with Realty Connect LLC. And the way Realty Connect LLC works is that I am able to help you anywhere, person who's watching this throughout the great lands of the United States of America. I'm able to help you find or list a home. So I will do the introduction. You could click on my real estate website. And actually, it's right down here, bio list anywhere within the United States, real estate with Mr. G.us. And you enter your information. You will be then introduced to up to 3 top agents within that area, that locale that you either want to buy and or list a property. All right. And then you choose who you feel most comfortable with. I can still consult with you, but I'm not the person who's actually showing or listing the property. But, I could aid you along the way. All right. I have I think I have it now, is at this point, I have 30 years experience within the real estate industry. I have a master's of business administration. I was also a business teacher. So I have a lot of experience within real estate and the business world as well. All right. So to give you a little bit of idea, what I do, I have a little video here that I actually put this one together myself. And let me get it up here for you. Okay, I think this is the newest one. Okay. And I'm broadcasting all over. So, for instance, this program works really well. For instance, for the military, I'm in Hampton. I'm, half hour away from Norfolk, even less than that. And we have people, military, especially the Navy, who are transferred from the Norfolk naval base out to the one in San Diego. Okay, And if they have a home here that they want to uh, sell, and then looking for a new home in San Diego or Temecula or Los Angeles, the surrounding areas, they could use my services. So I think it works out very, very well. Okay. And one more note, there's no additional charge for this. Okay. It's not, well, I'm going to use Chris Gargiulo. There's going to be a point to him or whatever. No, I get paid out from the closing. There's no additional fees that are added to those closing costs. That's it. Okay. So you're getting a 2-for-1, and there's no, when I say 2-for-1, two real estate agents for the price of one. But if you're a buyer, you're not paying anything, right? The seller, the commissions come out of the proceeds of the sale. Okay. All right. So, what will be our topic question for tonight? And I think we have Ava from Miami who is giving our topic question.
Hi, Mr. G. I am in the market to purchase a new home. I am considering new construction as opposed to a resale. With your infinite wisdom and vast knowledge of real estate, can you give me the pros and cons of buying a newly built home? I watch your video podcasts on a weekly basis with family and friends. I would watch with my husband, but sadly, I am single. Love your podcasts. They are informative and fun. Thanks again for what you do.
Actually, where it says click the link below, that's where you are watching this right now. Okay. All right, then. So, should I consider new construction? Now, um, many times when I talk about the current real estate market, I always bring in the caveat that, you know, times are changing very quickly right now. And especially with these new tariffs that went into place. And when it comes to new construction, it might not happen right now, but the price of new construction most likely will go up with the tariffs because building materials are most likely, not all, but are being imported from foreign countries. And with those new tariffs on it, okay, that the importers have to pay, they will most likely, with a pretty high percentage of certainty, they will pass those costs onto you. So the prices will go up high for building materials, making the price of new constructions go up higher. Okay, so we got to keep that in mind. It's I wanted to do this episode on new construction because well, it's always a big topic, right? Whether or not if I'm buying, should I go with new construction? What are the benefits? What are the downfalls? We're going to go over that now, but it takes a little bit more meaning right now because it may change within the next coming months. We're hoping that, with the inventory that new builders have now, with all the materials that they need to build new homes, drywall, the different metals that are involved, the prices of, kitchenware, bathroomware, the cabinets, uh, hopefully they don't jump up in the immediate future because they already have their inventory. But it may go up maybe about 3 months from now. We'll see. You have to stay on top of the papers. With my blog and with my social media marketing, I will try to keep you updated as much as possible. But it's a big change that's going on right now. So let's look at the article here. This is an article that I put on my blog. I think it was last Friday. All right. And on new construction homes with more choices and concessions right for you. Now, basically, even in the title, you have what are some of the benefits. Uh, when you're purchasing a home, you have these different decision factors, right? Customization. Do you want to make your home the way you want from the start? Okay, because if you are going to a development area where there are some homes that are already built, all right, and they already have in the appliances and the cabinets and the flooring, but if they're in the process of right now, they just have the frame up, or they didn't even break ground yet, you could have choices then on what type of flooring you want, what type of cabinets, what type of countertops. Okay. We're going to talk about location and neighborhood because sometimes the new developments a little bit further from the city. The developers have to find land that they could uh, use for breaking ground and laying foundations. So they not may not be directly to the resources that you want. And here we also talk about maintenance. New homes need fewer repairs at first, right? Because everything is brand new. Hopefully. Um, just a little side note, it's still very good to get a home inspection, even with a new construction. Okay. So new constructions help you pick out your layout, finishes, features right from the start. We're going to talk about they may have low mortgage rates or free upgrades to save you money. Now, when they offer or they're talking about lower mortgage rates, the developer might give you uh, assistance, within the closing costs that you could buy down your mortgage rate. Okay, so that's very helpful. These are different incentives that developers have, concessions that they will offer to make you, in order for you to purchase a home, make it a little bit more easier. Okay, they will also have warranties because they're brand new appliances. All right, they have been used. So if it's offering a 3-year warranty, you're getting it right from the beginning. Many of the new construction, all right, they are energy savers. They're built that way. I'll give you an example. Many new constructions, they're going with ductless air conditioning. You don't have these big heat pumps out and back. They're more economical. They may cost a little bit more in the beginning, but in the long term, with monthly utility bills, your prices should be lower. All right. So, and they're more efficient and they're more better for the environment. So these are new or reasons to go with new construction. So very quickly, customization options. You have more choices, especially if the house is in the process of being built. All right, if the house is already built, you're not going to have those customization options. This is a big one coming up now. AI powered systems. Uh, with AI being so uh, much in today's news, um, and the way they're even being used within the home, it's uh, very new, very exciting. There are good benefits about that, and newer homes will have this. They also talk about security and privacy features, um, materials that save energy and work better. Right? These are all good things. Basically, if you go to my website, realestatewithmrg.blog, and this is the most recent one. I think, like I said, put Friday, you will see it, and because there's a lot of information on there on this, and you could read it in detail. But here again, here they're talking about designing choices. Your flooring, if you want tile, wood, vinyl, carpet, countertops, uh, what type of countertops you want, granite, marble, quartz, laminate. These are all decisions that you can make in the beginning of the building process. All right. Um, let's look down at builder concessions and incentives. Just a couple of things they could do for you. Closing costs can surprise buyers. These costs are for the loan, title, and other services. You might need thousands of dollars at closing. Builder incentives often pay some of or all of these costs. This means that you will need less cash when you buy, right? And what will these closing cost concessions they have? What will they be? Mortgage rates buy down, all right, where the um, seller will give you money to buy down your mortgage rate. Here, the chart here talks about different buy downs. That's a whole other podcast by itself to get involved with that. But again, these are ways that the seller can help you. Upgrades and price reductions. You want your home to feel special. Builder deals can help you get more upgrades at or a lower price. Builders keep the basic price low to attract buyers, but you can add things like better flooring, smart home systems, or extra rooms. On average, buyers spend 10 to 20% more upgrades, but deals can help pay for these. All right. And a lot of times when you go and purchase a house that is being built, you'll sit down and they'll tell you what's included in this price. But if you want the quartz countertops, we could do that, but it'll be higher. You know, they'll usually go with the more basic price or the most non-elaborate price. You know, when it comes to upgrades. But then you would have that option. And if you don't want to do the option, you know, quartz and granite, they're beautiful, but they take a little bit more maintenance, and some people don't want that. You know, you can get nice looking laminate, and you'll be fine. But if you want to look real fancy, then you do either granite or quartz. So financial benefit for the home buyers because again they're repeating low monthly payments with the mortgage buy down. They'll help you with your closing costs. Okay, you could ask for a closing cost assistance, usually around 3%. Sometimes they have a closing company that they deal with. They might say, if you go with this closing company, we'll pay their fee for using their service. So here we come to custom homes versus existing. So what we just said, custom homes let you make all the choices. You pick the design, materials, features, buy downs. But there's a little drawback. New construction homes often cost more than older homes. Most likely, it will be because of the new technology, the better equipment, the building materials, the energy efficient appliances. They usually are more costly than if you go buy a house that has everything there. Um, you have to again weigh out. You know, like if you're going with the new construction, which has the energy efficient appliances. But in the long run, you know, especially if you're going to stay in the house maybe like 5 years, how much money you would have saved with your monthly utility bill. Sometimes it's a lot, all right, and those that cost for going with the better appliances will easily be paid off within maybe a year. So new construction homes often cost more than older homes, but this price gap is getting smaller now. In April 2025, new homes had a median price of $407,200. Existing homes averaged $414,000 at the same time. In some places like Raleigh, North Carolina, new home costs 2% less than older ones. Builders are given more price cuts and deals. This makes the price difference smaller. In 2024, the average extra cost for new homes dropped to $8,725. So again, it's regional. Check the prices in your area. Some areas, again, like the new construction will be more expensive, and some areas it won't. You have to do the research or find a good real estate agent through realestatewithmrg.us, okay? And you will find a top producer uh, when you use my website. So location factors, they again, majority of new developments are usually a bit further out because they need the land. Usually with new developments, when they do it with a big condo association, they'll have a swimming pool, they'll have tennis courts, um, they could have a workout center. There are some condominiums where they have equestrian stables, horse stables. I hope I'm saying that correctly. And so they're a little bit further out from maybe if you have a job within the center city, it might be a little bit further of a distance for you to travel. Okay. Just a little note on builder restrictions. Buying a new construction home comes with some rules. Builders have contracts with set terms you must follow. You need to check which appliances features are included. Some things may cost extra. That's really, I don't want to say nitpicking, but that's sort of the obvious. Okay, you really have to look at what's in the contract and what appliance you're getting and so forth. It goes further into this article on when to start looking and when to process a loan. I don't want to go deeply into that. I just wanted to go basically talk about the positives and negatives of a new construction. So, as a nice little conclusion, new construction homes will offer modern features, energy efficiency, and customization options, making them appealing for buyers seeking a tailored living experience. However, buyers should carefully evaluate their budget, timing, and builder contracts to make an informed decision. That's a nice little summary. I like that. Okay. Um, Probably the biggest thing too is your time that you're able to move. If they're breaking ground to make these homes, it might not be until a year that you would have your new home. So you have that flexibility that, I want a new home, but I could wait a year. I could wait 6 months to a year. Then this could work for you. Okay. If you got to move by next month or the next 2 months, then having a brand new constructed home might not work for you unless you find a development where they have ones that are ready, that are move in available. Okay. Usually they go pretty fast though. A lot of people like new construction. So to get that time and to find out what's available right now to put in a contract and be in that house in 30 to 45 days, that might be kind of limited. Okay. So again, go to my blog, Real Estate with Mr. G, instead of the .us below here. It'll be .blog, and you can read the article in its fullness. Okay. All right. Let's close this out. And I'm going to show you a little video on it that kind of like summarizes it. I think it brings up a couple of good points of why, two big advantages of going with a new construction. right. Okay. So again, the benefits, put in a nutshell, many times you could customize your new home the way you want it. The developer, the seller, may offer many concessions like buying down your mortgage rate, maybe saving you money on the closing company. You have brand new warranties because everything is brand new. Most of them will be energy efficient, um, good for the environment. So there's a lot of good possible things that go with this. That's to consider if you're buying. And again, with the tariffs and the way it's been going back and forth, in 3 to 6 months, these new construction homes may be a lot more expensive. But who knows if the real estate market, when it comes to buying new construction, if it's sluggish, they might even more. The sellers or the developers may offer even more uh, pluses when it comes to concessions. So we have to see, and I'll do my best to keep you informed. Now, the other thing when I want to talk about, you are able to download from my blog site, which you see right down here, these resource materials. And these are the things to consider when selling your house, the summer 2025 edition. Okay. And these come out quarterly. So in September, we should have the one coming up for either late September or the beginning of October. We'll have the one for the winter edition, the winter 2025 edition, when it comes to selling your house and also things to consider when buying a home. All right. These are two separate publications you could download for free. You read them, but you still contact me and I will help you purchase and or sell a home. All right? Okay then. Now I'm hearing from my producer Isabella that we might have a special guest in the audience. Is that correct?
Mr. G, great news. We have a celebrity in the audience. Originally from St. Petersburg, Russia, this lady practiced acrobatics in her studio apartment. Not making much money with her act there, she migrated to America where she performed on the Joe Franklin and Ed Sullivan shows. It is said she was the inspiration for Curly from the Three Stooges and made public service announcements on television warning parents on the dangers of feeding their children too much sugar. Ladies and gentlemen, Zelda Rabinowitz.
Wow. Well, thank you, Zelda, for doing that. That stopping by. I appreciate that. That was very, very entertaining. Okay. So we'll see you next time. Enjoy the remaining weeks of summer, going swimming, enjoying the beaches, barbecues. Well, in Virginia, I mean, we could go to barbecues. We could have barbecues outside up to really the end of October. But the beaches and pools are closed. So enjoy the time that's left. Soon to be time for the little kiddies to go back to school. All right. But in the meantime, always remember, be kind to each other, uh, be nice to each other, help each other out, and always remember the greatest power we have is to love, and the greatest gift is each other. And I'll see you next time.